Hello and welcome. I am Conan the Lybarian with Obsidian Portal, and this is It's in the Cards. So what we're going to do here is a little bit different. I'm going to open up packs of non-sports trading cards. And you're going to say, Conan, that's not different at all. I could Google card breaking and get about 1 billion hits on YouTube, podcast, internet, it's everywhere, and you're not wrong. But while you may have seen D&D cards, random cards, magic cards, Pokemon, all sorts of cards, I am not going to open these cards and really discuss them in depth. I'm not going to price them, I'm not going to put them in sleeves, I'm not going to trade them or sell them. Instead, I'm going to open these packs and from these cards create a brand new story, session, or one-shot for you to use at your table at home. Now I'm going to be doing this following a couple different rules. First one, it's all going to be in one take. The point of that is to keep the juices flowing. I'm not trying to build every detail of the story. It's up to you to fill out the minutia at home. So while you might see some jump takes or some edits, that's simply because watching me type is boring and I want to keep this simple. Rule number 2. The stories I create have to be unrelated to the pack of cards that I use. So while I may use the context or the aesthetic, that does not mean that I'm going to necessarily use the content itself. Just because I open a My Little Pony pack does not automatically mean that friendship will be magic. Rule number 3. As I'm inspired by these cards, I'm going to decide specific plot points and move forward using those. What that means is that I may decide to call something a robot in my story, but it may work better as a golem in your story. Go with that. I'm not going to get bogged down in the details. The point of this is to move forward with inspiration and create something that you can use at home regardless of the setting. The point of It's in the Cards is that I've been thinking a lot about how I create content as a GM for my players, and I think a lot of GMs, myself included, tend to go back to the same wells even after they've run dry. So I want to put a challenge up to myself and put a challenge out there. Sometimes the best way to create something is to put yourself in a new, sometimes uncomfortable spot. And what I really hope to do is make something that can be accessible to anyone, again, regardless of the type of content that we put out here. So, I'm excited to crack open our next story.